jail official went on a racist tirade. This was amazing. And he was recorded by the former sheriff. Let's put up a picture of the racist jailer. All right, let's keep his picture up. He's an elected Kentucky jailer, has been caught repeatedly using racial slurs during recorded conversation. And it's not the first time he's been caught up in racist behavior, okay? So you have Bullitt County Jailer Paul Watkins. That's Mr. Watkins. He was voted into office in 2018. He is now seeking reelection. He's seeking reelection. Watkins is said to have used the N-word 6 times during the 64-minute recording. Now, who recorded him? This guy recorded him. But who is he? That guy, is the former county sheriff, Dave Greenwell. This was during a conversation they had on March 3rd. So Dave set up and recorded his buddy, Paul. Now, let me say this, okay? Let's put up a picture of the sheriff again. All right, the former sheriff. I'm not a fool. I'm pretty sure this sheriff has used the N-word too. And that's probably why his buddy felt comfortable using it in front of him, okay? So there's more to the story. That person, the former sheriff, is no stranger to controversy himself. He was actually indicted on charges of hindering a federal drug investigation. He was actually acquitted on that later. The recording has been submitted into a whistleblower lawsuit filed in state court against Watkins last year by 2 employees at the detention center. Sounds as if there's some inside politics happening. The lawsuit covers previous accusations of an atmosphere of racism that created a hostile work environment, all right? Now, what's on the recording? All right. The recording that was obtained by WDRB, Watkins opined, and I quote, "I'm saying this like to you all. I don't say this in public. See, my granddaughter's married to an effing N-word. And he is an N-word. There's a thing, wait a minute, I heard the recording while I'm trying to do it in the spirit of the jailer, all right? Give me a minute, brother. Okay, this is how he talks. It's not my fault he talks like this, I'm trying. There's a difference between a black guy and an N-word. And he calls him a bastard. And he goes on, there's more. In another point of the recording, he shared his thoughts on interracial relationships, just volunteered his thoughts saying, and I quote, "I mean, I know I'm old school, but I ain't never seen like all of this ish, have y'all? And then you watch TV and you see effing N-words and the effing white woman, all kind of ish, all right? It gets deeper. Greenwell, who was fired by Watkins, okay? Greenwell was fired by Watkins, explained to WDRB that Watkins called the meeting to gain Greenwell's support for his campaign and to apologize for past grievances between the two men. So literally, you're asking the guy that you fired to now endorse you in your political campaign. He came to the meeting saying, yeah, I got your endorsement, all right. So I'm gonna let you say the N-word for 60 minutes. Here's the thing, jailer. Let's put the jailer's picture up again, okay? The jailer should have known something was up when his buddy didn't repeat the N-word back in the first 10, okay? All right, Watkins even at one point addressed the previous accusations of racism by claiming he is not prejudiced, all right? The excuse for his most recent racism, Watkins' attorney, Carol Petite, said the comments were made while Watkins was enduring a period of significant personal stress. Well, damn, I didn't know stress just magically makes somebody racist, okay? That's a new one. You gotta look this up in the, I guess, American Psychological Association handbook. Maybe it's there. As far as I'm concerned, both of these gentlemen can go to hell. But it is quite interesting how this happened, right? What are your thoughts?
he said old school, and this is just old school bigotry. I'm always surprised how often just interracial dating plays such a huge role in this. Like, they really just get upset at the idea that white women might participate in consensual sexual activities with black guys. Like, this is what it all boils down to. He's like, we're seeing our women, they're taking our women. It's all so silly, but yeah, obviously this guy doesn't deserve his job. And on a more serious note, Dr. Richey, so many of our penitentiary facilities are completely inhumane in how we maintain them and the conditions that they're in. And that stuff, and that's just from the system itself. It's only exacerbated by having the people in charge of those things be so bigoted and hateful of the population, man. It's really sad, and that's why this really matters. Like, this guy's in a position to make the lives of these inmates freaking hell, and we know that he would want to because he's so freaking racist.
That's right, and see, that's the policy connection here. You have a racist jailer, you have a jailer who's openly racist. You don't think he hires racist people? You don't think he has other conversations like that with other people that work under him, under his command? Of course. And you don't think his policies reflect bigotry and racism at their core? Of course they do. But once again, according to him, he's not prejudiced at all. His racism is simply a product of his stress. All right.